Okay, I'm bringing you back. I've got a lot of the black done up here above me. I still have everything below, but I'm going to focus just on this area. What I've got is a picture of the wall, how I want it to look, on my phone in front of me here. So I'm kind of going off of that, and I've marked a little dot, the ones in this area that need to be very dark, and the rest are just more splotchy with the black. None of this has to be perfect. You go through, make it somewhat splotchy, and as you add more colors, it all comes together and brings it out. If you don't like a break or two, paint it again. It's really easy. So I'm going to go ahead and just run through this, and you'll just see me go quick with the black. The next color I'll be doing is the red, and then the brick red, and then the browns, and then a cream color. So we'll go through it. And what I'm using is just a little bowl of plastic bowl from the dollar store with some of the black paint in it. And a little goes a long way. And using my kitchen sponge as my brush. You can see the texture that's coming out of the drywall mud as well. This one's painted a little dot, so I'll make this one a dark brick. You don't want to cover the whole thing on the regular bricks, just give it a little splotch because you'll be coming back in with the other colors. You want a little bit of maybe that base color showing up as well. Just so I don't lose it somewhere along the way, I'm just going to go ahead and clean up these dark ones first. Off the picture. One really nice thing with this texture, we come back with the smear at the end. It'll highlight all of that just enough to give it a nice effect. Sorry if my back is covering some of this. Like I say, I'm doing this on my own. I'm not a camera guy, so please forgive that. And hopefully get something good out of this. go ahead and cut the video here. I think you have the idea. We're just having fun, folks. Alright, bring it back in. Now I'm doing the red. And that's the name of the paint actually, is brick red. No, I'm not trying to cover everything up. I'm just going to go in real light. Less is more. Scrape off most of it. And then just kind of come in. Splotchy. Just to kind of fill in some of the area. It's okay to go over some of the black. And just kind of go splotchy. Get a little heavier in some areas and lighter in others. So, because you still got 2 colors of brown and a cream to go. So we're just kind of building this up in layers at a time. Like I say, if you do something you just don't like, there's some bricks, oh, I just hate that. Just paint it all brick red and start over. Pretty easy. And it's just part of having some creative fun. Just think back to finger painting as a kid. That's pretty much what you're doing here, is finger painting some brick. If nothing else, I just hope this gives you some ideas to try it. Maybe use this for an idea for a different project, completely unrelated. Just gets the creativity flowing. Darker bricks will probably end up more of a dark brown, but that's kind of what I'm after. It's just a randomized darker pattern through a little bit lighter pattern. Just enough to break up the monotony and make it more interesting to look at. Obviously, we're going to have a washer and dryer and shelves in here, so there may be most of this that won't even be seen. But what is, I want to make it look real good. You will occasionally just want to double check, make sure you don't have any runs as well. You know, I start out with pretty dry sponge, scrape it off pretty good in there, but still, sponges kind of will fill up a little bit, and might leave a little bit more than you want. So just double check back every once in a while. Don't have any run going on. The idea. Bring it back after a while for the next color, probably a dark brown. Alright, now I'm working with this darker shade of brown. Doing this, my main focus now is when I'm doing the splotching on is going to be getting the lighter color from the base color to kind of go away. Just to blend everything in. I'm not trying to cover up everything. I just kind of want to focus on the lighter color, and then the next 2 shades, if I get it a little too dark, I can bring the lightness back, more of a brick tone that I like. So that's what I'm working on now. This takes a little bit more time on this, just to try to blend things in a little bit. do away with the light pink, red, whatever of the base color. I have another shade of brown to come in after this that I'll try to get the rest of that with. Let's see that on the next. You see I've been blotching it in there, trying to focus mostly on the light pink there. Trying to get that. That way it leaves the black and the red from the earlier. Now these darker brick that I'm wanting to leave dark, this is probably the last I'll do with those before I do the clear coating on the schmear. It's like you want to leave those mostly black or dark. Alright. If it's not showing up too good in the camera, you'll see more as I'm coming down. See, I still wipe off most of it. You see it starts bringing the color more toward a more brick type tone. So we're getting closer to what we're looking for, or at least what I'm looking for. You may have a totally different brick style that you're looking for. By all means, go with what makes you happy. just one thing I would suggest too is to, you know, it's easy to say, but don't overdo it. You can go back, step back, look at it, come back in and add some more here and there if you like. But remember, at least for me, I've got a couple more colors to go yet. And then the schmink. You know, this process may be pretty tedious for some people to do. I enjoy it. The time you spend doing this too is that's the trade-off for the less cost. For what you're doing. It's going to come from somewhere. Use the term sweat equity if you like. Alright, I think I'll leave it there.